Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I'm your host, King053, Mr. Easy Imali Eneng, and we're back at it again with another one. We want to speak about the MK political party. We want to speak about the EFF, the ATM, the National Colored Party. That are doing so great in Parliament, and also maybe I'll have to need you to address this Gate and Mackenzie nonsense. My goodness, there's so much happening in South Africa right now, in the political space, and it is only right that we make this meeting where we speak about this type of things. My issue is that I wonder if political parties are planning for 2026 and 2029 properly, because we need to plan properly and we need to make sure that we don't take any missteps and make the mistake of allowing the ANC and the EFF collusion to continue beyond 2029, because right now they've got us in the corner. So I want to speak about the unity of the MK party, the ATM and the EFF, and I want to speak about the strategy that is needed to overcome this numbers game of 2029 and 2026 local elections. I want to speak also about PETA. I want to speak about, building institutions as African children to make sure that we can counter-attack what is happening, whether it be military-wise, whether it be educational-wise, whether it be business-wise, whether it be however it needs to be. I need to make sure that we as African children understand the type of war that we are fighting. So before we go there, anyone on the comment section, you can send your greetings. Just tell me where you are watching me from so I can give you guys a shout out. It is an unannounced live. I was on TikTok, and TikTok young bora. TikTok and Facebook are different. I think I'm too comfortable here on Facebook. The only issue or 777, I say what up King, blessed my Lord, is that on what you call on YouTube, I can't add people to comment with voices like I can do on TikTok. That's the only thing I believe YouTube needs to add on their features. For us, when we go live, we need to be able to add you guys, and you guys just come in and talk, and that will help in terms of the engagements, instead of me just reading comments all the time. So send your greetings, guys, on the comment section. Make sure that you give your town, your kasi, a shout out, and make sure you click the 3 dots here so that you can take up the likes here. Let's click the likes. King is Tabiso from Mbali, Peter Marisbeck. Keep it up, my brother. Thank you so much, Pastor T. Thank you so much, Brother Tabiso. Yes, we need to. Peter Marisbeck is in the house, guys. Peter Marisbeck is in the house. That name must change. I hate that. I hate that name, Peter Marisbeck. Just imagine in Africa. I would change all of these names. I would change all of these names. If I had power, I would change all of these names. Peter Marisbeck for what? Ubano Peter. Ubano Peter. Because what Peter Marisberg, it means that it's Peter Maris as mountains. That's what it means, actually. So we as Africans still have a long way. Thank you for clicking the like button. We still have a long way in terms of that regard of, like I said, do we as Africans understand really the fight that is in front of us? I'm talking about the spiritual fight, how to break out of the religious trap and get into the African spirituality. And by that I don't mean get rid of what you believe in. I'm talking about the spirituality of Africans. Yes, my brother, that would be a wise move. Bravo. I'm sure you are communicating, will be engaged now and to grow. Cape Town is in the house. Cape Town is always in the house. Thank you so much for tuning in from Cape Town. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do black people understand? Do us and Mangiti Black, please, you colored people, don't exclude yourself. You are black to me. Don't know why you consider yourself as other things. You are black to me. You are black. You are black. Do we as black people understand what is going to happen from now up until 2029? Do we see what is going to happen here? Remember, what happened in 2024 local elections was planned a long time ago. I'm talking about the vote rigging, the type of people that were employed at the IEC, the people who own the IEC, the IT company that was given the tender to come and monitor what is happening on the result board. Everything was planned to the T. The numbers, the way the numbers were distributed differently to make sure that the MK does not get absolute power in KwaZulu-Natal, to give them 40% or was it 45%? Like they were, everything was matching so nicely. The EFF to fall underneath 10%, the ANC to be at 40%, the DA to be where it needed to be. Like everything was planned. So I'm asking, Gabriel is saying the other side of Cape Town, Guguletu, in the township is in the house. You know, thank you so much for tuning in. Like, are we awake as to what is happening in the background? In the big board meetings and the big WhatsApp groups, in the big exclusive chat rooms, what these people are talking about in terms of winning the elections in 2029. I agree with you, my guy. They are so afraid of Zuma. Bamsaba, Titsonga TV. Wow. Titsonga TV, where's my other phone? I want to follow your channel. I hope there's something happening there, Titsonga TV. I'm Tsonga, but Tsonga is one of my weakest language in terms of speaking. I speak all other South African languages, but because of my family dynamics, Tsonga became my weakest language. It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. You know, if you know how proud Tsonga people are with their language. You know, so I speak Tsonga, but not that much. So when I go to Guyana, I suffer like a nobody's business. Stellenbosch, we are here, my bro. Stellenbosch, we here, my bro. Mr. Cool, I don't know what you are trying to say. So anyway, what is happening, African children? And I need to warn you so that you guys can know, so that you don't relax. Don't relax with the elections, they are here, the results are out. Okay, we will see what we can do, how we will vote. We will vote EFF or MK on 2029. We will show the ANC who we are. No, it does not work like that. This thing is a strategical warfare. It's not a numbers game only. It's a strategical warfare. Do you put, like, who does the intelligence of the people of what you call the IEC? Who does the intelligence? Remember, they silenced Nomsa Masuku. Dr. Nomsa Masuku was silenced as she was trying to speak. They silenced the weaknesses of MK party. Weaknesses were starting to pull out. Say, hey, I can't. Threatening their family, threatening their lives. The people were silenced. The elections were rigged. The elections were bought. What are we going to do to counter these strategic things that the white what you call the white power structures are busy planning? They are planning something for 2029. And my prediction is that the ANC will fall underneath 30. Do you hear what I'm saying? The ANC will be 28%, 30, 31, 30, somewhere there in their percentage. But the what you call the the DA will improve to 25%. And those two parties alone will be able to get a government of collusion to go above 51%. And they're going to kick out everyone else like Freedom Front. Freedom Front Plus, the people are already turning against them. There's a criminal record, a criminal case that is happening within that party. Maybe I'll do a video about it. There's someone in the Freedom Front Plus, a leader in the Freedom Front Plus in Gauteng, who has come out and talk about the corruption of the Freedom Front Plus, what they are doing, and they're not following. There's people that are working for the state and still getting paid. There's so many stories in the Freedom Front Plus, so I don't see that party surviving. A lot of Afrikaner Boers have turned away from that party because they are working with the ANC. I'm tuning from Stellenbosch area, the Rupert House. Oh, okay. Okay, now I got you. Stellenbosch is in the house. King, I'm concerned about the silence of the ANC. No, don't be concerned about the silence of the ANC. The ANC can be silent in front of you, but in the background, like I said, they are cooking a storm for the 2029 elections. 2029. Blessed Africa says, hey King, that you girl that spoke from the EFF is going to be a force to be reckoned. Is that the person that said Cyril Ramaphosa is used, is a weapon against us? Naledi, yes, Naledi. And Naledi is powerful. I haven't seen that speech. I just read about it somewhere in the comment section of another video. But Naledi is powerful. Naledi does not power. Like EFF does not play around. You are not going to hear those small children of the PA. You know the PA has got a 20-year-old and a 21-year-old girls. Two of them. 20-year-old in parliament. You're not going to hear a word from those girls. They don't have the firepower to speak like Naledi. You know, good evening, my king. Thank you so much for the great work that you're doing. Dulunko Toby from the Eastern Cape. Ekabeja. Why are you writing East London? Why are you writing East London from Ekabeja? Mr. Toby, East London. Yes, it was. Naledi is powerful. I know that girl. I know you don't play around with Naledi. You don't play around. Those are the fees must fall movement people. They don't play around. You don't play around with Naledi. I'll check it out. Maybe why did I leave my other phone? Where is my other phone? Okay, my other phone is there. Just give me 1 second. Let me get my other phone. Excuse me, guys. Oh, EFF Naledi. I know, yeah, Naledi is strong. It's strong. But remember, you guys, those things don't win us the elections. Elections are not a fair game. Elections are not a fair game. I'll check Naledi out. I'll check Naledi out. And of course, my best politician in the world, Dr. Mbuyisani Ndlozi, never disappointed. Mbuyisani Ndlozi never disappoint ever. Like I can speak about that guy like every day. Like Mbuyisani never disappoints. You could see the pain in the eyes. Man, so passionate, so passionate. She's a writer as well. So she's so passionate, Naledi, when she speaks. She's going to touch your heart. And she knows how to use her minute properly because she's a writer herself, like myself. So she knows how to play around with the spirit of the soul, enticing it with the word. Gaten Mackenzie's new version of Gizum. Guys, we should not laugh at these things of Gaten Mackenzie. We should be embarrassed that people like Gayton McKenzie get into parliament. Olo, everyone is touching on the minerals to processes locally. Mara, Aba, Buleli, Nexika, Yona. Just King, they just touch. You can't do anything with the minerals, my brother. You can't do anything with the land. You can't do anything with the minerals because you don't have the power to do it. You understand? You don't. The progressive parties perform well today. Yeah, they perform well in the talking. That's the point I'm trying to make today in this live, Marvin. Is that we are so good in talking. We are so good. Click these three little dots here so you can get the likes up. That spreads the life. It just helps with that. Dr. Ndlozi mopped the floor with the Minister of Sports. They are not on the same level. They are not on the same level. We who's been following Dr. John Shope, we know that the man has been speaking against the Constitution of South Africa ever since the 90s. Ever since the 90s. So it was no surprise for him to take that stance of the choosing the MK instead of the EFF, because the MK, all they want to do is change the constitution. And the main reason they want to change the constitution, they want to bring Msholozi back. King said so. I love J Love from Cape Town. Cape Town is in the house today. From Cape Town, I hope positive outcomes from the consensus movement that include the MK. Listen, for that movement to strive and to make proper gains, you need money. Number one, you need money. Number two, you need to get an underground intelligent movement. You need to contact people like Bo King. You need to contact people like Bo King and say, King, we need to conscientize our people as to what is happening. What I'm doing right now is what political parties are supposed to be doing on their WhatsApp groups and on their private chats, to say, guys, what is it that we need to do to destabilize the IEC, to make sure that our people hate the constitution more, to make sure that our people are politically conscious, to make sure that our people get in love with voting and understand the impact of voting. Like, those are the type of conversations in the background. You can't just go and make beautiful speeches in parliament and relax. The DA and the ANC in the background are rigging the elections. You understand what I'm saying? I felt naked as a black person. Just cried what Naledi said. Oh my God! As a poetry, as a real and unemployed ish, as a poet. Yeah, listen. Okay, it's fine. I'll address this Naledi thing because I did not hear it, but I just know Naledi does not disappoint. Zinjiva minister email ining. Okay. About people who call me Zinjiva, you make me excited. It's Nana Zelosa Sagahlongwane is Zinjiva from the Tonga side. So when you say Zinjiva, you speak into my heart. You speak into my heart. Gayton is a joke. Gayton is a completely Gayton said, man, he will be schooled by the EFF. Yeah, careful of the language, people. Let's keep it respectful. Gayton McKenzie does not know what he's doing. He's not a politician. He's a criminal, and he will always be a criminal. You heard what he said to John Shope. He said, I'm going to pay for a review for all my friends that you have sent to jail with this law. You hear the heart. He's speaking from the Gayton is a complete joke, my African people. He's a complete joke for saying that. A vote of no confidence to impeach him to go out of parliament because he's not fit to be in parliament. How can you say you're going to make a review of all the criminals that were sentenced by John Shope because they were your friends and you will pay for them from your pocket? He likes posting that, man. There's another clip. Actually, maybe I'll do a video about Gayton, one more clip, where he says he's not there for the money. He's donating his salary 100%. 1.6 million. Gayton. The day your files come out, Buddha, we're not going to spare you. We're not going to spare you. King, my brother, ANC is so quiet in the parliament. Now the truth that the DA looks over those powerful ANC in terms of, listen, the ANC, they know the truth. You can hear when the people are telling the ANC, like, you guys sold out. You guys, you sold the black agenda out. Cyril Ramaphosa, you are a weapon that is used to kill the black people. You can see their faces. The faces don't lie. If you've been on my channel long enough, you know I speak about the facial reaction, the voice tone, the body language. It tells us what you are thinking. I failed even today to understand how come EFF wins students' elections in all universities in South Africa, but decline in government elections. Something is not. We know, Gabriel. We know that the elections were rigged. I was one of those people to say no. It's not possible. It's not possible that the EFF can get lesser votes than 2019. It's not possible. With the work that the EFF have been doing, it's not possible. Are there people who got up and clapped hands for Gayton Mackenzie's nonsense? There are people. There were people that obviously his party and the ANC will clap because you can see he's loyal to the government of national confusion. He said this government is going to work, and the DA wants to hear that. The Freedom Front Plus want to hear that. All these sellouts, the PAC, the UDM, and the ANC, they all want to hear that someone says this thing is going to work, and all the Zinjiva from the Northern River. Ramaphosa is a dead uncle right now. Hey. Ramaphosa is finished. He's finished. He's finished. My king, what is your take on Panyaza? My take on Panyaza is that he showed us as African people that he's got two balls in his pants. You guys don't understand how difficult it was for Panyaza to exclude the DA from the provincial government. That was a bold move. Yes, they have sold out. Yes, they have done so many wrong. But he showed us that, listen, not under my watch. I don't want to be part of this thing of saying I also included the DA. Why is he doing that? Panyaza is also playing the game of the presidential race because he also has got presidential inspirations. So I like what Panyaza did. I really respect what Panyaza did. I don't respect the organization as a whole when we come to the ANC, but there are individuals in the ANC that I can point out and say, but that one is a truthful person. And Panyaza is one of them. Listen, he showed us. I don't know what more would we expect from him. In his province, he's not working with the DA. So for me, that's great. Greetings from Malawi. Malawi, Isa is always in the house. Thank you so much, Isa. Always in the house. Only his corner will clap for him. University students could not get a chance to vote systematically. Yes, some of them, because of not changing their, what do they call the thing, RVP, whatever form, to change their location and all of that, they could not vote. But I don't think even with that, because I think some went home and all of that, I don't think that even with that, that the people could not vote. Greetings from Dubai. Dubai is in the house. Click the three buttons here and click a like button for Dubai. Dubai is in the house, guys. Thank you so much for telling. Panyaza is playing a chess game, lol. Yes, he's playing a smart game. He's playing a smart game. Because remember, if you put Panyaza and you put Fikile Mbalula, who are you going to choose? As the ANC, because remember, the president will start losing power towards the national executive, what you call conference, the national conference. The president will start losing power. So what Cyril Ramaphosa will do, he will then take all of his money and invest it in Fikile Mbalula, because he does not want Paul Mashatile to go in there. So he take all his money, put it in Fikile Mbalula, so Fikile Mbalula can emerge as the president in the national conference. But then Panyaza will be fighting him because we don't count Paul. Paul is a sick dog. He has got no character, he's got no charisma, he's got nothing. So Panyaza, when he fights Fiki Lembalula, people will always reward Panyaza for standing up to say the ANC has to think about its own future, win or lose. Because if we lose now, we will not be able to work with the EFF. MK and everything. So let's make sure we put Panyaza in there because Panyaza will be able to work with the EFF and the MK. So Panyaza is very smart. Julius Malema promised us the best representatives at Parliament, and he has kept his promise. What I have seen today was really out of the world. Viva the CIC and the team. Viva. I told you. Listen. Who from the Patriotic Party is going to compete with that when their leader does not have brains? Gayton McKenzie's got absolutely no brains. Nobody from the Patriotic Party can go there and speak. Even that speech of the Deputy Minister of Finance from DA, did you hear what that stupid boy said? Hey, you guys, Panyaza will make sure that he collapsed the GNU so he can rise as to the throne. Wait and see. I agree. Greetings from Botswana in Australia, King. Panyaza is a strategic plan. By the ANC, so people think party has self-control abilities. Liberation movement do that all the time. Yeah, well, there's a possibility Motswana from Australia. How is Australia? Oh my goodness, I can't imagine. For me, Australia is as racist as South Africa. King, AfriForum has opened a case against the CIC and Shivambo based on the VBS. What is your take on that, King? They failed before 2 times and take down the 2 times take down the men. I feel the failure again. No, they can't. With the VBS thing, they can't do anything. With the VBS thing, my lord, they can't do anything, Joe, because I told you guys that the clever thing that happened there is that account of Scameka saved the EFF. It saved the EFF. That account of Scameka, it saved the EFF. So even if that statement, what affidavit is true, that statement of I offered a donation kills the whole case. You know, they can open. We know these are racist people. What they're gonna do? We are waiting for them. Ubongana Uti, I'm with you, King. You make politics understandable. Your analysis is great. The Afrikaner guy of the EFF was impressive. Yes, the colored guy, you mean. Yes, very impressive. Listen, everyone in the EFF kills it. There's no danda head that is there. Does EFF even have a matriculant in Parliament? I'll have to check their qualification. I love the way Malema responded to the VBS issue, King, because we were asking for it. Yes, if I had Malema's number, I was going to call him and say, thank you for watching, King said so, because you have said exactly what we wanted, not what that confusion that Dalempo caused. Look, Malema spoke it and everyone in the room left that VBS thing on the ground because it was clear. It was clear. You know, the EFF did us proud today. And the MK, don't leave my MK out. The EFF and the MK did us proud today. Revolutionary greetings to all the fellow Pan-Africanists. Kwamashu is in the house, guys. Kwamashu is in the house, guys. Kwamashu is in the hola, Mr. King. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in, my king. The AfriForum is taking every opportunity to get and try and take down Malema. Julius is a threat to them, to their privileges and the land issue. Of course. Only Gogo looters here. What is Gogo looters? That's one. But Ndlozi is also doing damage damage in parliament. Ndlozi is the best politician in South Africa. But what I've noticed with Julius Malema when it came to that VBS, the way he answered that question, I was like, wow, Malema is a born leader. Malema can sell sand in Durban. Trinity, uthi Listando, uthi, my king, now I understand why you were always speaking highly about Ndlozi. Now you understand. Now you understand. Today, I'm speechless. His political maturity is out of this world. You are the real king. I salute you also, Siswam. I love you so much. I told you guys, Ndlozi is the best politician. There is no one in South Africa that will sit and debate with Mbuyisane Ndlozi. You're taking chances. When the EFF, when what you call that thing, when the COVID hit us, there was reading sessions with Mbuyisane Ndlozi. And because we could not go out, we could not what the EFF opened a political school where they were giving us some political knowledge, and Mbuyisane Ndlozi was heading that project and reading to us books and everything in 2020. And I was like, oh my God, this guy! I was very impressed. Honorable Dr. Ndlozi lectured Mr. Gayton Mackenzie. This man did not speak anything about sports, art, and culture. Nothing about listen. Gayton Mackenzie has, like Dr. John Kloppe said, Gayton Mackenzie has always said, "I'm here for power. Give me power, and I will parade it in the street." That's what he wants. Dr. John Kloppe embarrassed the ANC. He killed them, Pastor. He killed them. Ndlozi and Gwede Mantashe was so funny. Hey, yeah, Gwede Mantashe just had to say thank you, Mr. Ndlozi, for saving me. Because when you are fat and your stomach is like this, you don't even know which buttons to what to do. It's an embarrassing. It's an embarrassing. I think I've seen him Plokile Loy. And Ndlozi makes Gayton raise his hand like it's small child. I saw him in the classroom. I saw him doing this. I'm like, why are you raising your hand? Do you understand what this guy is saying? This guy is raised in feces, and he has made sure that he speaks against the Constitution. When he was in the benches, I saw Gayton raising his hand. What did he want? A chance to speak. He was going to embarrass himself, a blessed Africa. What was he going to say? What was he going to say? Because what he said before that, I think people, I really must make a video about this. What he said there, to say you, Judge John Kloppe, I will pay from my pocket and challenge all the decisions that you made for sending my friends. That statement, my friends, not sending criminals or whatever, sending my friends to jail. You send so much of my friends to jail. That statement should scare you guys, because that is a true statement that came from the heart. That man is evil. Gayton Mackenzie is evil. Realized his hand like it wasn't okay. I did read that. The EFF dishing out on their own food. Yes. Let's see. Let's not the comments coming. The energy between the EFF and the MK gives me hope. The intellectual depth and the ideological focus is too much. Dr. John Kloppe nailed it. He is a beast. Love the guy. Great move of chess of master Parliament giving to be interested. Guys, we are so interested in Parliament. It's because of the EFF and the MK. Really. He was trying to put the judge to shame, and it backfired. King Gayton Mackenzie is a rich fool, a rich criminal fool, Zozo, a rich criminal fool. and is making money in Zimbabwe with the mines also. I think that must be told also. He's got some mines in Zimbabwe and he's making money in Zimbabwe. He who chases Zimbabweans are out. Gayton was so reckless about his statement. So reckless. It was so reckless. I'm here, King, aka Moses. Hola, hola, Mos. Thank you so much. Gayton is too much excited. He must relax. There's no relaxing there. Like, leave Gayton's excitement. He's like Fikile Mbalula. He's the Fikile Mbalula of Patriot. He's gonna shoot himself on the foot. I promise you, Nas. He's gonna say something that he can't take back. I'm telling you. Please compile a video of all the EFF clips today, but Rosie should be the last the last laugh. Hi, man. Hi, guys. Hi, Rosie. It was so fun. Don't forget Zungula. Yes, I think the heading of my life today is that Zungula should be absorbed in the MK or in the EFF. His party, and he's caring too much in his party. Zungula should be an MK or an EFF MP. I believe that. I don't think it is advantageous for him to go into the 2026 local elections, maybe, but Zungula should not go into the 2029 elections with ATM. ATM is a good party, it's all right. They will get 1 or 2 seats, maybe, but the force that the MK is going to have and the EFF is going to have in 2029, if I was Zungula, I would be starting to negotiate myself closer to the EFF, because the EFF loves him so much, and the MK also loves him. So for me, I would close the ranks in the ATM and go to and negotiate a higher position in the EFF and go there. When the processes fail, the people will rise, and we are not going to wait for another 5 years to have our land back. My goodness, we've been postponing this nonsense of land for too long. Zungula is loyal to Zuma. Yeah, let him go to the MK. For me, the security is in the EFF. If the EFF absorbs him, there's security there. The MK, loving my father so much, Ubabu Zuma, I think he can wake up and reshuffle the MK, and you won't be able to do anything. He's got absolute power in the MK. So that's why I would prefer Zungula to go to the EFF. I've bought 80 kg of popcorns. The movie is going on long. Just imagine, we were shocked with thrill clips. I must buy popcorns, really. I'm so fired up about the EFF and MK. No fool in the parties. Absolutely not even one. Yeah, the ANC is an embarrassment. The ANC, what you call them, MPs, an embarrassment. The ANC has got more than 100 MPs. You can only name 10 or 5. You don't know them. You don't know anyone from there. And when they come and speak, you're always asking, who's this? Who's this? Who's this? And they've got titles. We don't know them. Floyd split fire. Floyd, respect that man. Floyd is another man that you don't want to get into a debate with. You don't want to get in a debate with Floyd. That one is another intelligent man. Gayton does not know anything about politics. He's a joke. The standard of entering parliament is so low, it's crazy. Don't you guys think that you and I should struggle to enter government positions, and they're asking minimum 5-year experience, minimum this diploma, minimum matric, minimum post-matric qualifications. But to enter parliament, you don't even need those minimums. To enter parliament, Gayton McKenzie sent a 20-year-old and a 21-year-old. Those children just come from school. What can a child from school tell you when? For me, a child from school I don't care if that child grew up in a political party or whatever. A child from school can't tell me anything about politics. A child who's 20 years old, what is he going to debate with? What are those two beautiful colored girls going to debate with John Kloppe? Huh? What are they going to say to Mbuyisane Ndlozi? What are they going to say to Umphile Mautu? What are they going to say to Naledi? They can't say anything. You understand what I'm saying? It's a pure embarrassment of just not having quality in the leadership of colored people and just pulling anyone there. Like, for the sake of male and female, let's just put these two girls in, 20-year-old and 21-year-old. We literally have two political parties in South Africa now. The right wingers and the left wingers. Yes. But there's still political party that's in the middle. That is Bosa and Action SA. I don't know what those people want in their lives. If John from DA is there, bro, matriculant. Yeah, John Steenhuisen is my boss, by the way, for those who don't know. I work for the Department of Agriculture. John Steenhuisen is my boss. So just imagine how we're sitting there in the board and we are discussing agricultural issues with my boss, technical issues and everything. And their qualification is a matric. What? What a joke. Hi, what a joke. This is the situations that we find ourselves, that a minister can be a matriculant. But all the position under the minister, MEC, HOD, CFO, HOM, executive directors, and all of them must have qualifications. But the minister can be a matriculant. Aye, guys. Listen, there's nothing you can come and speak to me with agriculture when you're a matriculant. Listen, I don't care if you're a matriculant that grew up in the farm. There's things that you don't know that I know of my experience, my experience in working in agriculture. You can't tell me anything. You can't tell me what must happen when it comes to game donation, wildlife donation. You don't know how to capture wildlife. You don't know which season is best to transport buffaloes. What do you know about transporting impalas and springboks? Huh? Do you know the requirements of a game reserve? What they need to, a nature reserve, what they need to have in order for us to donate springboks to them? Do you know anything about cattle? Do you know anything about grazing? Huh? What is it that a person of matric can tell me about agriculture? And remember, I'm still a young man in my 30s. Above me, I've got people with 20 years experience in agriculture, 30 years of experience in agriculture. My mother has been working for the Department of Agriculture since 1985. Since 1985, next year she's making 40 years in agriculture. What is it that a matriculant can tell my mother? What is it that a matriculant can tell me about agriculture? Yo, Zakala Bafei. Yes, there must be some qualification required to be an MP. Gayton is illiterate, completely illiterate. This is the first time in my life I'm so interested in our parliament news due to the EFF and the MK. I think the MK Uzuma should appoint a president there. And Zuma be Helen Zilla of, I think that should that would be the best. How can we forget about Naledi's speech? Oh my God, I'm going to attend Naledi. I wanna listen, depending on what time we're gonna finish here, because you guys always keep me up till late. I'm going to make a video that you guys are going to wake up to tomorrow. Where is that matriculant minister that said 300 million? He's quiet. I sent him a message on not on Twitter, on X. What did they call it? On Twitter? Yes, on X. He blocked me. I said, where is the evidence? Huh? You went into that office and you said 300 million was stolen. Where is the evidence? Where is I stood here and I explained to you guys that it's impossible, totally impossible for an outside company to steal 300 million from the department. Inside, it's possible, but there's still ways that you must be clever in stealing it. Like I said, bloating the amount of prices of tenders and doing funny things. Eventually, they will catch up to you. But from inside, you can steal that money. But from outside, with cyber hacking, it's not possible. Not 300 million. Good evening, King Aibo. I don't know about your family meeting. I be saying this papela, Jepela. Progressive caucus, ma Pan African. Uthini? Lochani, avuyini, avuceni, molweni. Oh, ulochisa nga wonke ama language. Okay, uthi lochani. I don't know which language is this. Molweni, sanbonani, and dumelang. Oh, sorry so much. Avuceni. What's that? Avuceni. Okay, but anyway, let me continue. Sorry, man. I was on TikTok and making a live. Let me come to YouTube. John just know about rotational. I wouldn't be surprised too if Helen Ziller wrote a speech for Cyril Ramaphosa. Everything Rama said is a lie and not to talk about important issues. It's like a part of Naledi's Churros tells Ramaphosa all the crimes he did. Naledi strong king. The ANC has sold out my leader. Come 2026 and 2029 from Bino in Josie. Hello, King, how are you? Princess Ngren Swam King, you are a true African. I none in a true African. I hope you are a true African. I wonder if Cyril realizes that he will go down as the worst president in South African history, and he's not even making an effort to fix it. I think they've got files like if you know Immortal Technique. If you don't know Immortal Technique, Google Dance with the Devil Immortal Technique. Cyril Ramaphosa is at a point of no return. There is no returning for Cyril Ramaphosa. He has done so much that the only return he can do is go in his room, take a rope, and unalive himself. That's the only time we will feel sorry. So you're sorry, Shem. That guy had so much pressure on him. This white monopoly capitalist killed even him. But if he does not do that, his history will be tarnished, because there's nothing that man can say that he did better than Jacob Zuma, Thabo Mbeki, and Nelson Mandela. There's nothing. He took the ANC down with 17%. There's nothing he can say can come out and say, I made South Africa great in 1, 2, 3 areas. Crime went up, things went up. And on top of everything going up, then he went to bed with his colonizers. I know. Lochani, Loncha Jaha Lakiti, Unjani, na siyathokoza. Siyathokoza nathi lapho. How Parliament was ablaze. Our progressive caucus parties are representing us very well. Did you notice that Mkhwebane silenced the DA woman who resigned from the NPA? Ndlozi Madoda. I told you guys, Ndlozi is the best politician in South Africa. I told you guys, thinking on the spot, thinking on his toes. You can't mess around with Ndlozi. I think you need to get together with like-minded content creators to make a coordinated video to push um, the Progressive Party narrative, bro. If you give me names, I will definitely consider that. I'm actually looking for them. I will definitely consider that. King, if I show you my Pens Africanism, you will run and join the DN the what? The DNC, Mina. Ntate, batho bana ba tshaba nnete because ba tseba gore batho ba bantsho ba ha ba ka ntho ewa e one ha ho fedile ka bona, so batho ba rona ba botsa ba rekwa ka tšhelete ha ho ba lapile ke tlala ba lapile ke tlala fela. I hope ke se balile hantle Sesotho sa hao. Ha ke Mosotho ho hang, mara ke a itika ka ho bala maleme ohle mo lefatsheng. Ke a itika fela. They are busy trying to cook VBS, CIC. We are happy to see that, because remember, once it goes to court and fails in court, because court is not a joke. Court is not a joke. We can't convict someone with an affidavit statement. You can't. You need evidence. So when it goes to court, like they shoot the Boa song, when it goes to court and a judgment is released, there's nothing you can do after that. So we are waiting for those things. What is better for Rama is resign. I don't see a way back out. It really does not make sense really having Steenhuisen as your boss. It makes political sense. It makes political sense. Listen, I'm going to be victimized for saying what I say. And I'm sure within his term, if he lasts 5 years, I'm sure I'm going to meet him somewhere or another, because I've met all the other ministers of agriculture before him. So I'm sure I will meet him. If I don't meet him like in one room, I'm sure we will be in one area at some point, because how ministers do when they go to provinces, they come to inspect and be informed about the projects that are happening. And once you come to Northern Cape and you want to know about where do you guys support farmers, what do you do with farmer support, game donation, how do you what is your implementation strategies and all of that, you are going to meet King somewhere or another. You're gonna see me somewhere, even if it's not in close proximity, but we're going to be in one place. And that day I'm going to take a video. I'm so proud of the progressive parties in our in our parliament. The struggle continues. No, the struggle continues. VBS should just come and to court once and for all, so we clear the EFF from this silly debate. For Naledi, Naledi getting flowers already. Naledi is strong. Okay, I'm going to do a video with Naledi. This is too much. This is too much now. Naledi deserves a video. Naledi deserves a video. King, did you manage to find the name of the lady from the ANC who failed to read a speech? No, I didn't. Yo, I'm itching. No, I didn't manage to find that the name. I'll look for it on the next video where I speak about ANC. I will tell you. So embarrassing. I'm not sure if you guys saw the message I gave you guys yesterday on the, or not even yesterday, today. Why is my hair so white? Or is the lights? um, there is a white company that registered the website, not the website, the email domain of Paseta before me. Did Angie say about our defense force? What did no? Angie says she's not fighting. So the people registered paseta.com before me, and then sold it and tried to sell it to me, because when me and the board tried to register our emails, kshongwane at paseta.com and whatever, then we found out that they have registered paseta.com already and taken that domain from us, and they registered it this year in April, because I spoke about Paseta since January, I believe. Yes, from January, and I registered Paseta as a company February, and then March we were still getting our feet together, registering everything, making bank accounts and everything. In April, they registered the name of Paseta to try and steal it away from us. Wow, these people are so clever. VBS wouldn't come to court because it implicates ANC and yeah, but remember, it can still come. AfriForum can still focus on one page or 2 pages of the affidavit and ignore the others. But it's so amazing that the that the DA is speaking about the corruption of VBS, ignoring the 20 municipalities that the ANC was leading that deposited money into VBS. It's crazy. I love the young EFF lady in Parliament, Miss Churwa. Now, lady, I know I'm going to make a video. Gayton will be swallowed by politics. He even forgot about his appointment. Yes, the first thing that confused waste of space said is, I'm going to make spinning fashionable. I'm going to make spinning the most talked about sport in South Africa. Spinning. How are you going to introduce spinning in the school system? What are you going to say to the children? Go and find gusheshes and spin cars. How is that going to change and improve the community? Spinning. Compare spinning to netball. Compare spinning to soccer. Look at how many children are playing a soccer team in a soccer team. Huh? Look at how many, like Gayton Mackenzie has got absolutely no clue on what he's doing. Greetings, brother and sisters. I might be late, but I'm here. No, you're not late. You're not late. You're not late. Well, you're 1 hour behind, but you're not late. VBS, it came to court, and NG will collapse. Yes, if VBS goes to the government of national confusion, King, who has the King literate beautiful girl of the EFF. Wow, she nailed it. Hannah lady killed you guys today, ne? Impressed by the EFF girl. She was very much impressed. That's excellent. Gayton is just a pure criminal. Pure criminal. He just said he's going to fund the campaign to release all of his friends from his pocket. Gayton is out of his depth. Too much. That knows absolutely nothing about politics. But listen, guys, you guys always hear me. Before you write a comment, listen to this. Who is the slave queen who of the ANC that did not answer Ndlozi's questions? Zimbabwe trip. I don't know. I did not watch the whole thing. Listen, guys. Listen to me very well, my beautiful African brothers and sisters. This parliament debates and everything is a distraction, guys. You guys hear what I'm saying? It's a distraction for us black people. I showed you guys when I was playing that clip of the Afrikaner movement. They managed to open 21 organizations under the Solidarity Movement. 21, the latest one being the Africana movement that traveled to America to go and canvass support from the American government so that Orania can continue to be further recognized as an individual, cultural, protected, whatever. That is what is happening. When we are debating these things, these people in the background, they give us something to talk about because they know we love talking as Black people. We are on Twitter, we are on YouTube talking, and they build organization. When we come to 2029, when we're supposed to vote, they already have the IEC in their pocket. They already have the IT company in their pocket. Maybe they will introduce a new voting system. They already have that system in place because we are always entertainment. We as Africans, we're like, wow, did you see that one, what she said? Oh, did you see that one, what he said? And that is the problem with us. That's why I say, let's build organizations. Let's be clever as Black people. Let's be clever as Black people and make sure that we build strategic, impactful organizations. And then put all those organizations under umbrella. Put the EFF under that umbrella. Put the MK under the umbrella. Put the Black First, Land First, and ATM under that umbrella. And we as Black people need to organize and build our own. I know every city in South Africa is built by Black South Africans, but it's named after a white particular person. So we need to be careful that entertainment does not consume us as Black people. We are good in talking. We are good in debating. We are good in dressing. We are good in charisma. We are good in sport. We are good in singing. We are good in all of those things. But are we good in uniting and winning a war? That is how these people manage to conquer us as Africans, because we are not united to the things that matter. We are consumers. That is the problem. So I'm doing these lives to wake you up to say, okay, fine, Naledi did a beautiful speech, but is that going to win us the 2029 elections? Because remember, the poorest of the poorest are not on TV watching the parliamentary debate. They are not on TikTok. They are not on YouTube watching us debate these things to wake up the colonized mind. They are just sitting there, and a parcel comes and they buy them with a t-shirt, they buy them with KFC, and they vote for the ANC again. So we need to be clever as Black people and say, there comes a time where the talking must stop and the doing must happen. You understand what I'm saying to you guys? And of course, I'm giving Naledi all her flowers. If you have watched me speak about Naledi in the past, but I think the last video I did about her was last year. I praised Naledi because that girl can talk. That girl, she spits fire. She's a writer, she's a poet, so I love her so much. I'm very impressed with Naledi King or Julius Malema on another level. I'm not even sure who to compliment in the EFF. Everyone. We compliment everyone in the EFF. We compliment everyone in the MK. But if economical emancipation is important, it only comes to structural organizations. If we continue talking, we are never going to get anywhere, my African people. It's nice to be here on a live and you are chatting there on your phone and we are writing beautiful comments. But if we don't get behind, number one, the first organization is PASETA. There's two other organizations that we're going to open this year for other strategic matters. Remember, PASETA is for education. Yes, King, we must be together, not to fight one another like the EFF and the MK are together. Can Orania exist without parliament approval, or is it exist already? Yes, Orania is already existing without you guys. Remember the deal between the Freedom Front Plus and the ANC provincial government of Northern Cape is that Orania must be removed from the Thembelihle municipality. So if you are removed from a municipality, where are you based? You are no longer in the system. We can't count you on anymore. When we make provision of budget, we can't count you in. When we make provision of electricity, we can't count you in. When we talk about water, we can't count you in. We have allowed Orania from 1991 to now to self-determine, meaning make sure that they've got their water reserve, make sure that they open their educational system, make sure that they even open their own banking system and everything, preparing themselves in order to say, when South Africa cuts us out, we will be able to survive. We allowed it because we've got weak politicians like the ANC that continues to allow these people. For me, if I was a politician, I'll take the army and go and destroy every single house in Orania. Every single house. Every single house. You see? But we are not building organizations as black people. We are building social media accounts. Makes me sick, man. It makes me sick. Let me read more of your comments. It started with you, my brother. Please lead us, lead our people in that. Create those organizations, make them influence our politicians. Our African leaders in parliament can represent us everywhere. They can't. They can't represent us anywhere. We need to demand that parliament must come back to SABC. Yes, very important. Bro, I have a full license, a fuel license, but need funding. Bank don't want to help. They won't help you, Marvin. Unless you know they help you, Marvin. You are black to them. Cyril Ramaphosa, Warebolaya, our king, this Orania thing is out of the, his land is useless. Listen, we have allowed it. We have allowed it. Remember the other organization of civil control movement that we're going to register. And the issue is that I can't be now the founder of all these organizations. I need like-minded people that can come so I can focus on PETA. Because remember, I told you guys, PETA cannot fail. PETA cannot be another VPS. You know, when we open a school and then all of a sudden there's sexual harassment cases from the school, there's corruption cases from the school, there's a king took the school's money and bought 30,000 rand shoes and all of those things. We cannot have that in PETA because that school fails. Listen, it's 30 years, 31 years since democracy. What have we built as black people? What have we built? Yes, we do have Patrick Motsepe who've been sold out with their family from the apartheid regime. But which black millionaire can we say, okay, that's the guy as a black people we can go to? Remember that guy was Dudizane Zuma, and they blocked all of his accounts. They blocked all of his accounts. He does not have a South African account. So we need to have a movement where when we speak and say, today or on this day, we are going to Orania. We're going to protest in Orania. The government will come and send their soldiers to take us out of Orania. I cannot send my people to Orania, knowing that they don't even have a firearm license. What am I going to send you to Orania for? To go and throw stones? To go and pick it outside the gate of Orania? I can't do that. The white people, then they take their guns and they say you are trespassing and they shoot you. You won't be able to shoot back. So I can't send my people to Orania. My people are not ready. My people, if we talk about clothes, my people are very well dressed. I'm wearing black hat, by the way. Black hat clothing. You guys always see me showing their advert on the channel. Black Hat Clothing is one of their channel sponsors. Black Hat Clothing. Black with a Q, ne? BLAQ. Black Hat Clothing. Please check them out on Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. BLAQ. Black Hat Clothing. So my people are not ready. All they know is to wear expensive clothes, expensive cars, and expensive everything. Military-wise, they are not ready. That's why I said, how can a community of people that have erected shacks be destroyed by ants, red ants, is because our people are not militarily trained. The red ants, you beat the red ants in terms of numbers. You've got more numbers than the red ants. Yes, they come with the police. Yes, they come with their tear gas and everything. But you guys, in terms of numbers, you beat the red ants 1:5. But you cannot sit down and formulate a strategic fight back on paper to say, guys, when they come, we put them like this, we do this, we do this. So I can't take my people for slaughter in Orania. Someone said, yeah, we need to go and just sleep outside Orania. Yeah, you're going to be shot dead. Your family will not have a mother. Your family will not have a father. And they will say, King send you there. What am I going to answer to your children? Sending you to an army in Congo, knowing very well that you don't have the ammunition to protect yourself. You understand what I'm saying, my African people? Cyril Ramaphosa or Bulai, okay, I read that one. And a lady, black people tried at that black town in the US and it was burnt down. Exactly. As long as they are not part of African Union. I love the t-shirt. You will buy it. Oh, not you, not me. I have the t-shirt. I've got 4 of them. You will buy the Ntokozo black hat, black hat clothing. The guy that owns the what you call the clothing range his name is Kagiso. His name is Kagiso. Let me see if I can get his numbers. Such a nice young man who left his job to hustle and try and push this brand. It's been some few years now. He's doing very good. But if you can just search Black Hat Clothing on Facebook, Instagram, everywhere, you will find him. You will find him. I'm not gonna find it now because I'm looking for it. It's on this phone that is on. So yes, by telling that King said so, send you. I would have said ask for a discount, but that's not wise to say. But if you want to do, so we as Africans don't build institutions. The team that I formulated with PETA, tomorrow you guys will be getting the slide. So Orania can be like Lesotho and Swaziland. Who cares? They must be forced to carry a passport to come to South Africa. No, that's not the main thing, Siswam. That's not the main thing. Actually, that's what they want. But we as South Africans don't want that because we are saying this is our land. Remember, Orania was wrongfully, corruptly bought anyway. In 1990, that farm was bought for 1.2 million from the Department of Water Affairs. So the occupation of that land is illegal on itself. So you can't come steal. I can't come to your house and steal a corner on your house, and you say, okay, as long as you don't come to my side, is fine. I've stolen land in your house, in your yard, so you cannot be happy about that. We don't want to give them, because remember, once you allow Orania, then you have to allow Kleinfontein in Johannesburg, in Gauteng, I mean. There is another one called Fatherland in Limpopo. So you're going to have how many countries pop out of South Africa? You understand? So we don't want to allow that, because once you allow one, then you're going to allow Western Cape to be independent. Then the Zulus are going to say, okay, we also don't want to be part of South Africa. We want KwaZulu-Natal to be its own province. And then the Tswana people are going to say, no, here in Northern Cape, we want ourselves to be independent. We can't allow it. Once you allow one person to do that, you are going to be in trouble. Understand? Who knows there must be oil under Orania? Now, Orania is funded by the Reserve Bank. Remember, you don't know the amount that is coming out of the Reserve Bank because you don't own the Reserve Bank. Orania's projects are funded by the Reserve Bank. When you calculate how many people in Orania are working and how many people stay there, they are what you call their progression shows that there's external funding that is coming into Orania. And that's what I say. We as Black people, let's build our own. I'm not. I wanted to say this before I was disturbed by the comments. Okay, let me read these few comments. Who knows? Okay, let me read this comment. No ways. Imagine Xhosa and Zulu kingdom in the British and the Dutch. It will make European happy. Yes, Mara King. Do you think that the ANC attitude, ANC and officials can be defeated? Can defeat Orania? No. But once you have the army, you are free to do anything. Once you have the power of the army, you can control anyone. How true is the Orania uranium minerals? It could be true because Northern Cape is strong with uranium. I've not heard it before, but if they are saying it, Northern Cape is very rich in uranium, so it's possible. This land issue drops down my sugar level. Hey, you know, other comments. Princess, since this thing is dropped down my sugar level, it seems like I'm losing my mind. Yes, you're losing your mind because as a Black person, you don't understand how is it that we are allowing this. It does not make political sense. But don't allow it. Don't allow it to drop your sugar levels. I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. I'm bulala. So when I spoke to, this is what I wanted to say. Hey guys, you guys, we're gonna have sleepless nights because of Orania. Don't worry, your boy King is here. So as tomorrow I'm making a presentation, I'll send a video. I won't do live. I'll maybe go live on Sunday 9 o'clock. I was speaking to the guys, the new directors of PETA. It's 4 guys, 5 with me, and I said to them. They said to me, "Ash King, is our people going to support us? Because we need money to make the website. We need money to do this. We need money to do that." And I said, "Listen, if Africans don't want to wake up and support the movement of PETA, that's on them. That is on them. It's fine. I will take with my own money 10 years to build PETA. It's fine. I will build it. At the end, it will be built with or without you. But I'm saying with you, PETA can happen in 24 months. And I told them, do not worry. It's like I've got this level of trust that our people they are awake now. They are not waking up. Our people are awake. If we've got 100 people and those 100 people take out 100 rand each, we are gone. Look at the memberships of AfriForum. 50 rand, 100 rand, whatever. Look at the organizations of African people. Small contributions make a big difference. A big difference. We'll be able to take AfriForum to court with the other organizations that we want to create. We'll be able to say, no, what AfriForum said there is very racist. We are taking them to court. We'll have the lawyers, we'll have everything. But if we don't have such organizations, we are doomed. We are doomed. We are doomed as African people. So we need to wake up and create, formulate structures, organizations, and put together this thing together and say, no, King, enough is enough. Our children must make sure that their future is secured. King, I'm here because I wanted to be part of PETA problem. Limpopo, yo. Limpopo Irang. Why is Limpopo a problem? Limpopo has sent us 2 requests to come and view land in Limpopo. So next month, which is August or September, depending on what the guys decide and our free time, we'll be going to Limpopo to go and view land in Limpopo, 2 places in Limpopo. I cannot divulge too much now because nothing is finalized, but there are two people that have said, King, come and see our land, build this school in Limpopo. So probably Limpopo is very, very, Limpopo, Mpumalanga, and Free State. It looks like it might be one of them. Northwest might overtake them, but we don't know. Hey, that hand movement, King. Hand movement, Yama. Yaga. Why can't progressive caucus put a motion on Orania in Parliament? The reason why they can't put a motion on Orania is because so far Orania is operating in the perimeters of our constitution. You understand? There is nothing they are doing that is illegal. There's no illegal. Our constitution advocates for self-determination and self-perseverance. So our constitution says, and you remember our constitution, the problem it has is the interpretation of what exactly the constitution is saying. When you say someone has got a right to self-determination, what do you mean? When King at Inanga Masheni, next to the subs, when we coming back from work, it takes 2 hours to be at home. Buses and taxis, they're not giving us away. I mean, what type of nonsense is this? 2 hours to get home. Just imagine in the morning hours, if it takes you 2 hours to drive to work and 2 hours to come, you don't have a life, Muswena. That's why now weekends is drinking time. What life can you have if you're traveling to work is 2 hours? 2 hours, guys. Our Pelatina size on 5, Buffet. Size on 5, 4, 5. Abanye size on 6. You can't then add 2 hours there to get home. What if you are a wife? What if you are a wife, you have to cook? Who's going to make the home mix with the children? I'm man, this life they see pillar. That's why the MK said, no man, these factories must come into our townships. These factories must come into our township. Our people must stop flocking to our Johannesburg. I was laughing when people were attacking me on TikTok, saying I must leave Northern Cape and go and work in Mpumalanga because I'm not from Northern Cape. I'm like, hey, imagine if the Gauteng people born in Gauteng said, everyone who's not from Gauteng, leave Gauteng because you are not from here, you are taking our jobs. How does that even make sense? That's exactly like the one living in Ekayalisha that work in Cape Town. What nonsense is this? You're traveling more than 1 hour to go to work. You are lost, African child. The situation is deadly. If you are traveling more than 1 hour to get to work, more than 1 hour just to get to work, every day you are tired. There's nothing you can tell me. Every day, you guys exercise. You exercise anini. When are you going to have time to yourself? The whole week. I'm not even talking about time for other people that you are living with. Time for yourself. So you're going to catch up the whole week's program with your friends on Saturday and Sunday. That's why the MK wants to change the constitution as a whole. Yes, the constitution allows Orania to exist as on its current form. And also the constitution allows Orania to be excluded from a municipality. So remember, when you exclude them from a municipality, when it's time to vote, where are you going to put their voting station? They are not going to vote. They're going to formulate their own political structure at Orania and vote for those people. And remember, Orania is not only just one organization. Like I said to you, the Solidarity movement has got 21 organizations under them. 21. Already this year, they've added 3. This year, they've already added 3. The latest one being the Afrikaner movement. You understand? And they are saying we're considering ourselves as Westerners and not as Africans. Yeah, but such a bunch of, I mean, our country, intelligence and what do they call them? The Department of International Relations should be arresting these people of the AfriForum for doing what they did, going to America and telling America, we as Afrikaner, we are being killed left and right. We as Afrikaner, we want to be self-determined. We don't want to be part of the apartheid government. I mean, the ANC government anymore. We want our own coffee. We want our own everything. They should be arrested for that. When you come back, go and try and do that in Zimbabwe. If you come in South Africa and you backlash Zimbabwe, you are not going back to Zimbabwe. Unamanga. Mnangagwa does not play that game. When you go back to Zimbabwe, you'll be arrested. But King, what I don't understand is why now they need to be recognized. No, yeah, I think many people don't understand, my princess, what is happening. That recognize is they wanted to be recognized as separate from their municipality. That was their main thing, and they've wanted to say we don't want to be under a black municipality anymore, because we don't need water from this municipality, we don't need electricity from this municipality, we don't need a budget from this municipality. This municipality can do zero for us, we are okay. That is the recognition that they wanted, to say you are no longer, we are recognizing that you are no longer part of the municipality. Understand? King, you are thinking good for African people. Keep it up. Thinking does not win us anything, my African people. Yes, listen, if I die today, I will die a nobody. And that is my biggest fear. My biggest fear is dying a nobody. You guys will hear other things that that you don't know about me, that I don't speak about here that much, about my other activities that I do. You will hear about that. But those things don't really change. Those are personal achievements. They don't change black lives. What is the use of doing something and you don't change black lives? These Afrikaners, they think but special. If they don't want to be in the black municipality, they should leave our country. They don't want to. You can force them to if you have a government that is very purposeful about protecting the sovereignty of our country. But we don't have that government. They want to recognize to get funds from the government. Yes, then the government will then fund them directly instead of funding the municipality. Mara, seriously, we have been talking. What can we even tell AMA 2000? Yeah, we are the generation of talkers. Oh, Nkosi yami. Hi, we are the generation of talkers. And the reason why we are the generation of talkers is because social media has made us to be trend followers. Who said what? Wow, did you see 30,000 rand of shoes? And that becomes a topic for 3 days, 4 days. In that 3 days, 4 days, the African people are sitting in their WhatsApp group and they're planning, okay, guys, what can we do about engineering? Yeah, engineering. King raises his hands up. He says, oh, look, I'm a qualified engineer. I know everything that has to do with engineering water from the dams to our household. Oh, King, we're going to make you in charge of that project. Go and make a feasibility study and come back and tell us how much you need. 5 days passes, black South Africans are still talking, oh, Malema's shoes is 30,000 rand, 30,000, they have sold out the revolution. And then when that 5 days end, that white boy from Orania comes back and says, hey, we need about 500,000 for the pipe work. We need about, I need about 300 men to come and work in this project, this and this. They're like, wow, is that what you need? Okay, let's start a fund. Let's start a piggy bank, SMS to donate. do this and do this, and they making the what you call the organizations. They are starting after 4 or 5 years. Those people can tell Tembeleke municipality to say, listen, you can go to hell, you can cut our water, we don't need your water anymore. By that time, we would have been arguing about Gayton Mackenzie, Buisana Ngozi, Naledi, all arguments. Nothing progressive that is done. If you start this topic and changing black minds, you're in our country, you will be sorry. Our people. Tsakane. Yes, so it is exactly that type of mentality that your boy King is trying to break. But yeah, no, we hear you. You've got 1 million colonized minds. We're gonna decolonize them, Tsakane, don't worry. I hear you. You've got 1 million subscribers, and I'm not speaking about anyone in particular. Because I know McG is the recent person to reach 1 million subscribers. McG is not a Pan-Africanist or doing anything for the black community. So I'm not speaking about him. I'm saying, I hear you. You've got 1 million subscribers, 500,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers, whatever the case can be. What did you do with that influence that you had for the black community? Zero. Because remember, the more subscribers we get, the more YouTube pays us. They're paying us to stay in our line. They paying us to stay in our line. And YouTubers are then afraid to lose this source of income. Because remember, it's bad. It's bad. If I get paid 15,000 rand from my department, of which is what I'm getting, by the way, and I'm getting 5,000 rand from YouTube, that 5,000 rand, it boosts me in the month. It boosts me. Can pay the child's crash. My child's crash is 2,000 rand a month. You understand? Okay, YouTube can close this hole for me, and then all I'm doing is focusing on getting more subscribers, more views, more subscribers, and at the end of the day, nothing will happen in terms of us as black people changing our lives. You understand what I'm saying? So it breaks my heart that we Africans don't want to think. Hence, I made this video, this live, to say, what is it that we are planning for the 2029 elections? What is our strategic, underground, intelligent planning to counter what these people are doing? Because I saw how often intimidation we are. I mean, if an organization, Simpiwe Welcome, that can go and register paseta.com behind my back, so just so that I don't get that internet domain. Imagine what type of intelligence that they are pulling behind the strings. Our people listen to rich people, but when you are rich, you have a snake. When you are still in the long walk to freedom. Listen, I don't care about any snake. If that snake is going to get us land back, bring the snake, please. Can we get that snake to come? If that snake is going to make us fight Orania, can we get that snake, please? Whatever it is that you can do that is going to bring progress to black people, I'm all for that. I'm all for that. I'm afraid of snakes, by the way. We need arms, King. We need arms. We need arms, my people. That's why I said, Mina, because I am a professional boxer, I'm a jiu-jitsu practitioner, and I did karate in my... I know what combat is. I know how to fight. And I understand that all of my fighting skills can do nothing to one bullet. That's why I tell you, African people, Guti, get a flippin' license firearm. We have told you so many times. That's why we are what you call, we are so vulnerable as black people. These oppressors need to wear the shame and us personify pity of their shame. They need to consider like AA just to rehabilitate their racism to their whites. They are not gonna do that. They are enjoying their racism. But King, we as women, we need strong men like you. You can support with money. Yes, that's true. That's true, and that's one thing that I've said also. I will never, if I had to fight the red ends, I will never include women there. I will never include women in a fight where arms are involved and the enemy's forces are coming forcefully to come and kill. I will not involve women there. Anghlanye. The men will be sacrificed. The children will be sacrificed. The male children will be sacrificed. Not the women. Hi King, my name is not Simpiwe. My name is Spiwe. Yes, Piwe. Okay. My apologies. Let's formulate people. Email, WhatsApp groups, and everything. Let's do that. I've got the ideas. But I was telling my guys, the guys I formulated a paseta with, that I'm just one person. I can't be everywhere. But with the guys tomorrow, guys, make sure that you tune in to see what time is it now. Yeah, I've been speaking for some time. Make sure that you tune in to watch the team. I'll be making a presentation about paseta for you guys. So make sure that you guys watch those guys. I mean, you guys are going to be inspired with all the people. Hi, sir. Kanye, we are talking about a lot of things. We started with Parliament, how we are enjoying the unity between the MK and the EFF, the ATM, the Progressive Caucus, and we're talking about we as Africans need to formulate strategic organizations to fight back whatever is happening. And we're talking about PASETA, the Pan-African School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture, as one of those strategic organizations that we need to form. Tomorrow I'll be telling you guys how to fund PASETA. Get ready with your 10 Rand, get ready with your 20 Rand, get ready with your 1 million. And those who can say, King, I've got the land here, whether that land is for sale or you are donating the land, because we don't believe in we don't believe in formulating just one school. We want to have different branches in different provinces. So we are talking about a lot of things, Kanye. That's what we're talking about. We don't talk about nonsense like that fake shooting yaga Donald Trump. King, you don't like sleeping at all. literally, I think this year, I'm talking about this year, we are in July now. I've only slept 5 hours 3 times this year. When I say I've slept 5 hours 3 times, I sleep 2-3 hours, 4 hours maximum every day, Monday to Friday. I don't sleep. I'm working. Salute, because somebody has to do it. If I don't do it, and then who's going to do it? When I become a president, there will be no country in South Africa, and I'm fighting for blacks, not for anyone. Yes, I think even with negotiations, with proper negotiations, South Africa can absorb Lesotho and Swaziland back, because it doesn't make sense. We have Sotho people speaking in Free State. We have Swazi speaking people in KZN and Mpumalanga. For me, I think if you had the same spirit that they have in Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, it should not be difficult to win over those countries to unify in Africa. And remember, it's only a few million people. Lesotho is like 2 point something million people. That's nothing. Swaziland is probably less than that. So we can win those countries into our country if we had serious leadership, pan-Africanist leadership, like Abu Usman, Abu Ibrahim, and what's the other one? What's the other one of Mali? I love that one of Mali so much. They formulated one country, one currency, one language, one everything. So they know what the vision of that vision of of Africa is, you know. So yes, there's no listen. I honestly want to rest on other days when it comes to this YouTube nonsense. Today I don't feel like doing YouTube, but then I think, yo, if you stop recording, the other YouTubers who are talking rubbish, who are talking nonsense, are recording every day because some of them are not employed. You know, I only get a time at night to record. I must work from 7:30 until 4 o'clock. From 4 o'clock, I get home. It's not far. It's a 10 minute drive. I get home, prepare myself for the gym, come back from the gym 7:30, somewhere there. And then from there, give my family time. My son has got homework, Afrikaans. That's the only homework I assist in because my wife does not know Afrikaans. She never did Afrikaans, unlike me. So I assist with that, give them attention. And about 9 o'clock, the children go to bed. Then, you know, give my wife a little bit of time. We talk about some things. Then 10 o'clock, they know I must be in the studio. And 10 o'clock is the only time where I open the phone because you guys know I don't have a TV, even though I bought my friend or TV, a big TV that's almost the size of a door, a Chinese brand TV. But I don't have DSTV. I don't have, so I get on the TV, then I'm on Facebook, on on Twitter, and checking who said who said. That's how I get informed. Who said what and everything. Until I find, oh, a lady said this is trending. Gaten and Mackenzie did that. Then after I take my book, and I make notes. I make notes. It's all notes. Every page is notes, guys. Every page. Then I make notes. Then I decide, okay, I need to make a video about Julius Malema. This is what I'm gonna say. The first clip. Because remember, after you get the topic, then you need to go search for the clips that you're going to insert. If you are inserting any clips, then I go and search for the clips that I'm inserting. Then I insert the clips. And then about 11:30 to 12, then I start shooting. Then I shoot. And remember, the shooting is also not easy. It comes out smooth from your side, but you don't know how many takes I made. And I'm like, fuck, stop. And I type, start again, delete, and I do it again. But that's all for you, because as a black nation, we can't get tired of the work. We must put in the work. Past one, most of the time, I'm done shooting. I go to bed. And then when I get to bed, I wake my wife up. I'm like, wake up, I'm editing. Then I edit because I need to show her also how I'm doing these things. Then I edit up until past 2 and upload the videos. Sometimes I make mistakes. And then about 7 o'clock, 7:30 or 8 o'clock, every day you guys are getting a video. And that's the sweat. And we need to know who are they. They are already being marketed. Trust me. Who's marketed? King, you can do interviews to grow the channel the nearest future. Yes, I did interviews before. I mean, if you guys go check my channel, I do interview. The problem is that I'm in Northern Cape. Northern Cape is far from everyone. all the big politicians are in Gauteng, KwaZulu-Natal, or other provinces. There's no big politicians here. The only big politician here is Zamane Soul, and the ANC does not want me anywhere close to them. I can't get an interview with the mayor. I can't get an interview with the premier. I tried. Surprisingly, listen to this one. I can't get an interview with the EFF. And at work, I've been persecuted for being an EFF member, but I can't get the interview with the EFF. I'm WhatsApping, even now with their 11th years celebration. My house is literally not too far. Like, it's not even a 2 minutes drive with my car to the stadium that they will be celebrating. I'm speaking to Naledi. She's the one that's organizing the event. That, listen, I need a media pass. I need these interviews. I'm not a person that shares information just to prove my point, but I've sent her a request, like, listen, Naledi, if you can secure me these interviews, I want to speak to Umphile Mauto. I want to speak to Julius Malema. If you can give me Mbuisa Nenklozi, I'll be happy. If you can give me Floyd Chivambi, I'll be happy. Whatever, please, I'm begging you, get me one of those interviews. If not 2, if not 3, I'll do them. I will support the people. I will buy the drinks, everything. I will do everything because I'll be ready next week for all of that stuff. She just said, we'll come back to you. And I can't force myself, I can't force myself. I think another thing that makes the EFF here not to like me so much is because I refuse to join the party. I voted EFF, but I don't want to be in I don't want to wear any political regalia because I think it's going to limit what I want to do. That's why the limitation of the EFF hit them when it comes to when they wanted to build the school. There's a lot of limitations. Where in Northern Cape are you? I'm in Kimberley. I'm right in the dead center of Kimberley. So yes, I don't know. Can you believe that the EFF Northern Cape has been giving me run-arounds for interviews? Run-arounds. Shedrick, the chairperson, the provincial chairperson, giving me run-around. The provincial secretary blue ticking me, and I'm like, and I'm sending them my channel's things. I'm like, guys, my channel reaches 1 million views each month, and this is what I say about the EFF. I'm a Pan-Africanist. I believe in the EFF and everything that the EFF stands for. I voted for the EFF, for Christ's sake. Can you guys come give me the interview and let me help you? Because I think that the EFF can win Northern Cape. I think the EFF, if they can use their stupid brains, they can win Northern Cape, because Northern Cape is a small province in terms of registered population. This year, the ANC won the province with 100 and something, imagine 100 and something thousand, let me give you the accurate number. Or was it 320,000? Let me give you guys the accurate number. As Zamane does not want to see me. Yeah, if I was him, the way I'm talking about the ANC, I would not want to see King also. And that's the risk, because Zamane, you guys are talking about Steenhuisen being my boss. Zamane is my real boss. Like, if we're talking about a boss that can get to me, that's Zamane. Not Steenhuisen. There's nothing that Steenhuisen can do. They can win through you, King. No, they don't want to think, these people. They don't want to think. I can give them simple strategies to win the province. It's so easy. It's so easy. I see. It's so easy to win the Northern Cape. The Northern Cape had 600,000 registered voters. Just imagine, 600,000 registered voters. And I'm going to give you guys the exact numbers now. Provincial. I'm in the IEC result board now. Let me see. They don't want to think. Like, our politicians don't want to think. And I can assist the EFF from outside. I don't need a position. I don't need any acknowledgement, like strategies on paper. 195,000 votes. 195,000 votes gave them 49%. I hope you guys can see that. What must I wipe? 195,000. Can you see it at the top? Votes. And the DA got 83,000 and the EFF got 52,000 in Northern Cape. And then I believe that is the PA with 34, the Freedom Front Plus with, what is that? Is that 7 or what is it? So imagine winning a province with 195,000 votes. That is few people, man. Few people. 100? No, man. Remember, just to fill a stadium here, you already have 50, 70,000 people. But how do you retain those people is important. The quality of the people that you have and the quality of the leadership that you have. And the EFF in Northern Cape has got a weak leadership, I must say so. Not because they are not giving me interviews, but because you guys don't even know them. You guys don't even know the leadership of Northern Cape. It's so easy to overcome Northern Cape, because Northern Cape, you only focus on three towns: Kimberley, Kuruman, and Uppington. That's all. The other cities like Springbok, Calvinia, Carnaval, DR, all of them don't have a population that is big enough to have a serious impact. You just focus on Kimberley. On Kimberley, you can get 50 to 100,000 people already in Kimberley alone, because this is the biggest city in the province. But anyway, let me 10 minutes to 12, guys. Ziyakhala manje, ziyakhala. Anyway, let me make King Asiku and King. My God, make a way for this channel to grow and keep on working. I don't know what I'll put in the work. I'll put in the work. God helps those who help themselves. That's what I believe. Don't want a miracle blessing. I'm working for every single thing that I'm doing, and numbers will speak for you. Yeah, once we get the numbers, hopefully we'll have that impact. I don't know what that impact is. What number are we talking about? I think institutions will speak better for us. You know, if you had to make me choose between 1 million subscribers and a school with 50 subscribers, with 50,000 subscribers, I think the institutions will speak in volumes more than the subscribers. Because remember, the subscribers, other people subscribe and never watch. Other people watch and never subscribe. It's only few of you that participate into the channel. It's always almost the same people on the comment section, almost the same people on the lives, almost, you know. So I kind of know the people that I still remember the people that I had when I had 1,000 subscribers and all of that. It's good night in Swahili, King Usuku. Serious. I've gotten weak on my Kiswahili lessons. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for News Cartel for reminding us of that. Mwema, usuku mwema, kidogo. Okay, thank you so much, King. I'm worried about Africans that vote DA. When I are starting another thing now, lucky. I'm saying this because we have to build our own. Why are you out? Why are you not out clubbing? I don't drink, I don't smoke. Where will I get time and money to drink? I don't have money to go and drink. I don't drink, I don't smoke. I don't drink, I don't remember everything that I do. I will be judged. You guys will be going back on my Facebook, of 10 years ago post and looking what I posted 10 years ago and saying, is this the guy that wants to teach our children and all of that? So luckily for me, I've always grown up as a church mouse. So you're not gonna find many things that are alarming in terms of taking care of your children. So yeah, I don't, I don't, and me and my wife, our agreement is that we do celebrations and all of that when we have reached a milestone. So there's no milestone I've reached since 2010, since 2020. So there's nothing I've there. Uthini ubuza yeah. Hey, I didn't kiss you. Salute my king. That's where black people spend their time and money and minds in the clubs. Okay, thanks for the feedback, my brother. Salute. I appreciate the content. Hey, bazokuthukana abantu laba bayaphapha. Awubazi abantu bethi king said so. Bayaphapha. No, it's a I don't want to say there's nothing wrong with clubbing because I've seen what clubbing has done to families, mothers struggling with their children. I've seen what children, especially girls, do jumping the wall, going and sleeping at boyfriends, going and clubbing. I've seen what alcohol can do to families. So I'm one of those people that I respect and fear alcohol with all my heart. And that does not go for everyone. There's other people that I know that consume alcohol, but their lives are fine. They probably have got their own little stress and depression that they are hiding with a bottle of alcohol, or some of them genuinely it unwinds the toughness of the weekend. Of the whole week, and they just sip a little bit and they're okay and they are progressing in life, their family structure is okay and everything. But the majority of us as black people, we abuse because we black people don't know how to do something half. We don't know what is half. We go all the way in. So we abuse this thing, and you find fathers running around with small children in varsities, and you find small children running around with people their father's age. You find small boys, you find teenage pregnancy, and all of those things. And of course, in Paseta, we will not allow that rubbish. That's why I said Paseta must be a boarding school, because I can't allow us to educate your children in a Pan-African ways and then give them to you every day in the afternoon. What type of nonsense is that? What type of rubbish is that? Um, you see, yes, I'm a prayer warrior, Kolani. I'm a prayer warrior. I understand also spiritually that the attacks are coming. That the attacks are coming spiritually. It's that when you are not grounded spiritually, you are just a soul that is hovering around in the air, and it's ready to be taken. So a person needs a spiritual. I always say I'm spiritually rooted and not grounded. I'm not grounded in religion. I'm spiritually rooted in my belief. You understand what I'm saying? But let's not talk about religion. Religion separates us as a Pan-Africanist. Let's stick to Pan-Africanism. Our This is our downfall. Yeah, really, Tina, we black people don't know how to do things half, man. Ish, we don't know. We don't know. That's why our credit card is making us go crazy. Like a person starts well at Mr. Price, paying them, and then taking one sweater, then paying them. Then the next thing, a person takes more than they need. So I mean, it doesn't make sense for me. Makes sense for it to be a boarding school. Yeah, no, it must be a boarding school, because what we are trying to decolonize out of our children and what we are trying to install in them, it takes years. It's not an easy thing. I can't wait to see Paseta curriculum pen. The curriculum is exciting. The guys that came in in the team. They blow my mind. It was like I was seeing myself in them. It's like they were there when God gave me the vision. You know, I received more than 150 emails from you guys. Thank you so much. Who said, King, I want to help Paseta. I want to, what can I do? King, my expertise is this. King, my this and this and this. And out of those more than 150 emails, I chose 4 people. You can imagine how difficult it was to screen people, take people's names, search them on the site, check who are these people, do they have a Facebook account, what are they saying, all of those things I had to do. So difficult to have done that thing alone, but I had to do it alone because I had to make sure that I trust these people completely. And tomorrow when you guys see that team, I promise you guys are going to love them. King, I love what you do, and I watch this channel almost every day. Keep it up. Yes, and let's not watch the channel. Oh, there's also channels that are speaking about African education, African spirituality, Africa before colonization. Let's educate ourselves with other things also. I can understand that I've got a limitation in other things also. But what I'm good at is leading and action. That there I don't play around. Bro, greetings from Germany. Thank you for keeping it informed about what is happening back at home. Germany is also one of the most racist places ever. Good night, King. The followers. Uyasiqosha lo muntu. Emmanuel uyasiqosha, guys. Okay, guys, let me make a video. It's 12 o'clock exactly. Thank you so much for joining. It was nice speaking to you guys. I love you guys so much. Continue to pray for me. Continue to pray for Paseta. Continue to pray for the MK. Continue to pray for the EFF, the ATM, all the progressive caucus that is there. And everything. Kenya. Kenyan people are tired. So we support Kenyan people, everything. But like I said, for me, I don't send my people for slaughter. I will not send you with a stone and a tire and paraffin to go and fight the army of a country. You're going to die you are dying for a reason, but you're going to die in vain. Praying time. So yeah, it's praying time. It's praying time now. The portals are open now for us to pray. Our connection is open to heaven right now. Please continue praying, guys. Don't lose hope. Do the little that you can do where you are. Just do the little that you can do where you are to continuously decolonize your mind and educate yourself and be informed as a person. Don't reason like Gayton Mackenzie. Be informed before saying things. We will meet Sunday 9 o'clock and tomorrow, let me say afternoon, because I'm going to make a video now, maybe 2 videos now, and then in the afternoon I'll make the presentation about Paseta and upload it, and then we'll discuss that on Sunday. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. It's always a blessing to be with you guys. Until we meet next time, don't forget to pray. After you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you guys.